breaking down the representation of corruption in the House of Dragon. Let's dive deeper into the world of House of the Dragon and explore the representation of corruption, specifically through the character of Sir Harold Westerling. Sir Harold, played by actor Rhys Ifans, is an interesting choice to shine a light on corruption in the narrative. At first glance, he appears to be a loyal and trusted hand to King Viserys, but as the series progresses, his true nature is revealed. On the surface, Sir Harold is charming and well-liked by the royal family, earning him a spot in the inner circle. However, this facade hides a web of corruption and deceit that ultimately brings the realm to the brink of disaster. One key aspect of Sir Harold's corruption is his exploitation of his power and position. As the Hand, he has access to sensitive information and influence over the king's decisions. He uses this to manipulate Viserys, fueling his own ambitions and desires. This echoes the classic theme of the ends justify the means, where individuals prioritize their own goals over the greater good. This dynamic is a perfect example of how corruption can creep into even the highest echelons of power, making it seem acceptable to bend or break rules to achieve one's objectives. It's also worth noting that Sir Harold's corruption is subtle, rather than overt, adding to the complexity of the narrative. He's not the standard villain character, but rather a nuanced individual who makes some morally ambiguous choices. The portrayal of corruption through Sir Harold's character also highlights the nuances of Westerosi politics. In a world where power is often tied to family and loyalty, alliances can be forged and broken at a moment's notice. This makes it difficult to discern true loyalty from self-interest. Sir Harold's actions demonstrate how corruption can spread through a system by manipulating key relationships and decisions. He's skillful at playing on the emotions and fears of those around him, using this to further his own agenda. This adds a layer of realism to the narrative, as it shows how corruption can become entrenched in even the most seemingly just and noble institutions. Let's dive deeper into this aspect of Sir Harold's character and the broader theme of corruption in the House of the Dragon. On the surface, Sir Harold's motivations appear to be rooted in a desire to preserve the peace and stability of the Seven Kingdoms. As a trusted advisor to King Viserys, he's invested in maintaining the balance of power within the realm. However, as the series unfolds, it becomes clear that his allegiance to Queen Alicent and her agenda begins to overshadow his original intentions. This subtle shift in loyalty raises questions about the nature of corruption and how it can be masked as a means to an end. For instance, Sir Harold's decision to support Queen Alicent's efforts to supplant Rhaenyra, the rightful heir, can be seen as a calculated move to solidify his own influence and power within the realm. By aligning himself with Alicent, he's effectively traded his loyalty to the king for a chance to shape the course of history. This blurring of lines between loyalty and corruption serves as a stark reminder that those in positions of power often operate in a gray area, where their actions can be justified as necessary evils. This nuanced portrayal of corruption encourages viewers to re-examine their own assumptions about what constitutes corruption and how it can manifest in the characters we follow. Furthermore, Sir Harold's character highlights the corrupting influence of proximity to power. As a trusted advisor, he's been privy to the inner workings of the royal court and has likely been exposed to the pressures and temptations that come with serving those in power. This exposure has likely contributed to his gradual shift in allegiance, illustrating how even well-intentioned individuals can become complicit in corrupt activities through their association with those in power. By exploring this dynamic, the show creators are able to create a rich and complex portrayal of corruption, one that defies simplistic categorizations and challenges viewers to consider the nuances of this multifaceted theme.